What's going on, guys? Welcome back to AustraMerican, and today I'm going to go over the top 10 US Halloween candies this year. So get straight into it. Basically, we had a Halloween party last night and I'm still dressed as Steve Irwin. I don't know if Steve would appreciate my purchasing of an alligator head at the petrol station down the road, but I thought it was pretty cool. And supposedly they help wildlife conservation by killing alligators and selling their meat and skin and parts. Not sure how I feel about it, so I apologize to anyone that is offended by Barry, the alligator. But you can take that up with the alligator guys down at the service station down the road. Anyway, let's get into it. So these are the top 10 Halloween lollies candy according to candystore.com. So the first one, Reese's peanut butter cups. I've had these before and honestly I'm not a fan with the peanut butter inside. So let's see if we can learn a little bit about it. So these were created by Reese, a former dairy farmer and shipping foreman for Milton Hershey. It just feels like old peanut butter wrapped in chocolate. I mean, I don't know how it's number one. It's probably like Vegemite in Australia, you know, probably like an acquired thing. But a former dairy farmer and shipping foreman for Milton Hershey, Reese left his job with Hershey to start his own candy business. Reese's are the top selling candy brand worldwide. What? Worldwide? I think that's another worldwide America thinking that, you know, the world is America. Anyway, next one. The next one are the good old M&Ms. I'm pretty sure every person in the world probably had an M&M in their life. And so M&Ms originated in the United States in 1941 and have been sold in over 100 countries since 2003. The candy-coated chocolate concept was copied by Forrest Mars from Smarties. So, Smarties, I grew up with in Australia. I actually have some inside, I think. So yeah, they're exactly the same as Smarties, but obviously he branded it better and people probably know M&Ms more than Smarties. Smarties, which he had encountered during the Spanish Civil War in 1936 to 1939. You bloody Forrest Mars. See, you don't always have to have the ideas, but you just have to execute the ideas better than whoever came up with it. Right, next. Third on the list is hot tamales. And I will say I have never had a hot tamale. Hot tamales. Some kind of South American lolly. Fierce cinnamon, and it's kind of intimidating because I am not a spicy person. I do not like spicy things. Hot tamales is a cinnamon flavored candy introduced in 1950, manufactured and marketed in the United States by Just Born. Is that a company or a person? They were invented by Bob Bourne after, oh okay, that's his company, Just Born. That's a good one, Bob. After reworking Mike and Ike candy. So this guy freaking stole the idea too. If people ever come up with, I'm just gonna steal an idea and rebrand it. Let's do it. Let's get this YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so I can make a candy or steal a candy and just rebrand it with some Australian spin to it. Hot tamales like Mike like Ike's, Mike's Ike's, Mike and Ike's. The name derives from the sometimes spicy flavor of tamales, top selling candy in 1999. Okay, here we go. I don't know whether I should have a big amount of these because I have to make it through the rest of them. They look like straight jelly beans. They're not like, you know how jelly beans are bent? These are straight jelly beans. Oh. Why is this third? It tastes like Fireball. If you've ever had Fireball, like a cinnamon, I don't even know what alcohol it is, but it's like cinnamon. But it's hot, like spicy hot. Why? Skittles. Obviously had these before. Plenty of Skittles in my life. There's some kind of conspiracy going around that they have chemicals inside them. A lot of stuff does these days. You're gonna get organic Skittles, are you? Lentil shaped. Had no idea it was supposed to be lentil shaped. The interior consists mainly of sugar, corn syrup, and hydrogenated palm kernel oil, along with fruit juice, citrus acid, and natural and artificial flavors. Chemicals. Skittles were first made commercially in 1974 by a British company. An animated television advertisement from that year bears the logo of the Galaxy Company, and it's copyrighted by Jack Candies, a Mars Distribution subsidiary. They were first introduced in North America in 1979. The name of the candy Skittles comes from the sports game of the same name. The sports game? There's a Skittles sports game. Named as such for the resemblance of the sweet to items used in the game. Okay, now I've got to look up this game, Skittles game. Skittles, the game from which bowling originated. Skittles is a historical lawn game and target sport of European origin, from which the modern sport of 9-pin bowling descended. Holy shit. In regions of the United Kingdom and Ireland, the game remains as a popular indoor pub game. What? Did anyone else know this? I did not know this. All right, Skittles. I'm a big fan of Skittles, even with the chemicals. Sour Patch Kids. These are addictive and I enjoy them a lot. So Sour Patch Kids are known as very bad kids in France. Sour Patch Kids were created in the early 1970s by Frank Galatole, originally under the name Marsmen. The name was likely changed to capitalize on the popularity of the Cabbage Patch Kids at the time. Starburst. So, they were originally called Opal Fruits. Terrible name. And then later on they were rebranded to Starburst, and it was around the same time that the space race was happening. So they rebranded to Starburst to try and capitalize on the space race, I guess. Hershey's Kisses. Hershey has kissed me before, and I am not a fan. I am not a fan of Hershey chocolate at all. It is not good. I grew up with Cadbury chocolate, and this is not. It's like, of all the different chocolate companies, I would say that Hershey would be last. Like Mr. Beast is right. Hershey's suck. This one, this is the crack of American candies, lollies. So this is candy corn, and originally when it was first brought out was called chicken feed because it's corn. It looks like, you know, what you feed chickens, but it is like addictive. Very hard to just put back and get rid of. Candy corn, chicken feed. So the next one on the list was actually a Hershey's mini chocolate bar, but I think my children stole it and ate it. And you know how I feel about Hershey's chocolate anyway, I really didn't want to eat it. So Hershey's mini bar was 9 on the list, and number 10 was the Snickers bar. The Snickers bar. So I found out, interestingly, this is actually called a marathon bar, or was called a marathon bar in the UK. and I don't remember ever seeing a marathon bar in Australia. But America, they called it Snickers after the Mars family's favorite horse, Snickers. I can see a horse named Snickers. They actually discontinued another chocolate that they had in the US called a marathon bar. So the marathon bar in America actually looked like a Curly Whirly from the UK. If you haven't seen a Curly Whirly before, this is what it looks like. And I grew up with Curly Whirlies. That's like one of my favorite things. But they discontinued that to bring the marathon to market, and then ended up changing the name to Snickers. Anyway. So there it is, top 10 US Halloween candies this year. I really think Halloween is a huge marketing ploy for all of these different brands out there just to sell more candy. I'm gonna actually look it up and put it in this video to see what the sales trends lines are, because it must go, I mean, around this time, you're probably gonna sell more chocolate, obviously. But I think the amount of marketing and stuff they put into it is to just dominate the industry at this time of year. So, but yeah, guys, that was the top 10 American Halloween candies for this year. I'm not a fan of half of them, but each to their own. If you don't like Snickers bars, you probably like hot tamales. If you don't like hot tamales, you're probably a Hershey's chocolate type person, but I am not, and enjoy. Do not subscribe. Just like the video and watch another one. If you want to subscribe, please feel free. If not, piss off. And see you in the next one. I don't like Hershey's either. Thought so.